It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're running it back with the two teams from Super Bowl 19. It's the Niners and the Dolphins, and it's all up next.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad you're with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth, but Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball on either side, offense or defense, this is a nightmare. You're stressing about what gloves, no gloves. Do I sometimes wear gloves? The quarterback, towel. There is a lot of conversations going on with the equipment guys in the locker room. Rain games for skill players are the worst.
This one taken at the 10. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last 2 seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his 3rd season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted 1st overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A play fake. Now it's Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Kittle's able to secure the catch and bring up a fresh set of downs, and he was the only tight end in the entire league last year, Mike, to go over the 1,000-yard mark, and he only did it in 65 catches. Here's a guy that is an all-pro player year in and year out, and there's not a whole lot in this game that he can't do.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Second and a yard. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
I remember early in my career, Mike, this was only just starting to kind of become in vogue. Receivers would maybe get a few carries a year at most. Now, it's become commonplace throughout the NFL, and watching these results, I kind of get it. I wish we had gotten them involved as runners maybe a little bit sooner.
And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw, it's Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
3rd and short. Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second and 7. Here's Purdy again. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Back to the air is Purdy. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points. I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
Hill brought in motion. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Third and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Niners offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Purdy gets it out quick to Samuel. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, 49ers.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing again is Purdy. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the air again is Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's 3rd and 7. Again in the air for Purdy. Taking off. And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the 1st down in the process. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done.
And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
3rd down. Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
First and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Now he'll run. Tua going to give it to Achane. And that one not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
That is caught. What a throw. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it, and they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Purdy going to give this to Guerrero. Not much. Second and long coming up. Play action now. Purdy. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. From the gun, here's Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On second down, Achane. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Here's Tungo Vailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Here's Jake Bailey now, as he's on to punt for the second time. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Niners offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stop the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's to his tight end, Kittle. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
On third down, here's Guerrero. The 49ers out to punt this one, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3. To throw is Tua. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll motion the tight end Smith. Now a screen set up for Achane. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Tua. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Achane. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Tua. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa. To the goal line and in. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. He'll go play action. Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 2nd down, Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here comes 3rd and 6. On play action, here's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
On the return, here's Washington. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now, H.A. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. A run up the middle with Achan. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Now Tua. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground. And they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. That is caught left side by Waddle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
We'll run the draw with Achan. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Achan. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll try to run for it. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the 1st down. Good-looking drive rolls on 18 more yards.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa to the left side in the hands of Hill. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 2. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Miami. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Sanders here for the extra point. And this one is no good. Not sure if the rain and the wet footing is an issue there, but no extra point. The score stays where it is. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. He'll return this from the 10. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Purdy now on 2nd down. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
A 1st down throw for Purdy. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Third and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's complete. It's Waddle. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Achane, running left. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll run. Here's Garenda. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
One more time, it's Garenda. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
3rd down. Purdy. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. 3rd and 5. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Open man is Conley. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Here comes Garenda. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a clinic tape as far as how do you rush the quarterback. From all 3 levels, their ability to get the quarterback on the ground is pretty remarkable, and it's still early here in the game, and if this offense doesn't get going here and protect the quarterback, we could be looking at a record-setting performance.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. They will get away from that one. And they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Now it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield. The 49ers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing again is Purdy. Samuel has it working the middle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air again is Purdy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. So we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. The Dolphins got some strong play out of their quarterback, number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. Second and a yard. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Tua gives it to Mostert. He'll get this to about midfield. That's Charvarius Ward, able to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He finds Smith working across the middle. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, shooting in there to bring him down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Tua. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Niners offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Man in motion here is Jennings. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Debo.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
They'll go play action with Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Purdy going to put it up again. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
So Kittle comes in motion. On third down, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Tunga Vailoa. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Now, here's the Dolphins and Tua going for two. Tua going to give it to Achane, and he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Back to throw, Purdy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Purdy gonna give this to Garendo. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And this ball incomplete on third down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Off play action, it's Tua. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Niners are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On the ground, it's Garendo. He'll take this down to the 47. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Garendo. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Patrick McMorris in on the stop. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Purdy. He's going to let this one go deep. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. A run out of the gun with Achane. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run right here with Mostert. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Niners offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Garendo. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Isaac Garendo, the intended target, coming out of the backfield. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Niners offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On 1st down, here's Garendo. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Garendo. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. They'll give it to Garendo. And let's give it about 4 on that one. Kendall Fuller up to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
So Kittle comes in motion. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that is no good. He missed it. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
The Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. A run up the middle with Achane, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. In motion, it's Waddle. Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
And just when you think you're going to force a 3 and out, this quarterback is able to escape, gets loose downfield, and he's able to pick up a huge 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Achane. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. Charvarius Ward able to get the hand in there and make the play.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. He'll have it by plenty. It was 3rd and 2. They picked up 8. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This one from 39 yards out. And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. To throw is Purdy. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They'll look to set up the screen here. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Play action. Here's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Niners first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Again in the air for Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Open man is Jennings. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Here it is on fourth down. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. They managed to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. Fourth down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
To throw on first down is Purdy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They'll go play action. Purdy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jacob Howling, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
That is hard. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll run. Here's Garendo. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On second down, Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on third down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to run. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. Woo! And he gets him out of danger and then some, up past the 20-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Tua going to give it to Achane. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. Once again, it's Achane. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Here's a give to Achane. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And now here comes the punt team. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The 49ers offense headed back to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
He's going to keep it himself. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, 49ers.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. Checking it down, this one. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. That's good for 27 and a first down. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Purdy now on second down. Oh, Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
On 3rd and 1, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big...
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Tua. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Brock Purdy and the NFC champs back out to begin this next drive. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. He'll check this down to the running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
3rd down, Purdy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, the 49ers out for the punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A run out of the gun with Achane. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. On the carry, here's Achane. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down. So a win here for the Dolphins. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South.